Please do sit down. As the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Hertfordshire, it gives me very great pleasure to welcome you to this evening's ceremony. In particular, I'd like to welcome those of you who are visiting the university, but also, of course, to congratulate and welcome those of you who are graduating this evening from the business school. Can I introduce the platform party to you? And on my immediate right is Dr. Stephen Boffey, who's the Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Community Affairs at the university. And on my left is Jerry Forrester. Now, Jerry is the Dean of the Business School at the university, and it gives me pleasure in the first instance to call Jerry to do a reading to you. Jerry.
Good evening, and a very warm welcome to you all, our graduates and your families and friends who join us on this important day. I'm really delighted and proud to be sharing this special moment with you, celebrating all that you have achieved here with us at Hertfordshire and looking ahead to bright new futures for every one of you. The experience you have had with us has not only challenged you intellectually, as all higher education courses should, but also challenged you personally, giving you the opportunity to learn and grow beyond the classroom. You will have grown in confidence and creativity, making you a real asset to employers. Sharing this day with you reinforces the value of higher education in producing outstanding, rounded individuals, bursting with fresh ideas, drive and passion to build a better society. You have chosen to train for careers in business and in the fields of accounting, finance, corporate governance, human resource management, information systems, and project management. During your studies, you will have developed a range of skills and acquired a depth of knowledge that will assist you along these various business pathways. For those of you who are returning overseas, you can take the skills and knowledge gained here to help develop business practices in your home country. All of you here today should feel very satisfied with your achievements. Of course, what you will have realized is that learning did not end when you finished your course. It's something on which to build for the future. Whatever you do next, you all share a common link. You're all part of an international network of Hertfordshire alumni. With that comes a certain responsibility to do good in the world, make the best use of your skills, and in turn help others. While you are enjoying your new lives and careers, I do hope that you will spare a thought for us every now and again. In fact, I'd like to encourage you to do more. Every year, we welcome alumni who have gone on to achieve success all over the world and who feel passionately about giving something back, sharing their stories and insights, even employing students and graduates. You too could be someone who makes an incredible difference to a young person's life and encourages others to follow in your footsteps. Our alumni are important to that continued success. As people who have benefited from a university education, you will continue to see the value in higher education. While I hope you feel the University of Hertfordshire has provided you with tremendous support through your tutors, I urge you to also think of others who have made today possible through so many sacrifices: your teachers, peers, friends, and most importantly, your families. Well done to everyone, and please celebrate today. After all your hard work, you deserve it. I hope you look back on your time as a student here with great fondness. So, on behalf of the University of Hertfordshire, I thank you for being with us today, and I wish you the best of luck for your future lives and careers, wherever they may take you. Thank you.
We shall now receive the postgraduates of the Hertfordshire Business School. And the candidates are presented by a senior member of academic staff from the school. And I first call upon Dr. Edna Stan-Maduka.
Hertfordshire Business School, Department of Accounting, Finance and Economics, Master of Science degree in Accounting and Financial Management. Nat Chanakan at Sarah Kunsi Rifat. NGB size. Chen Rugier. Seko Digarmensi. Lee Dong. Kailash Dolger. Tian Wen Hu. Katira Khan. Xinwei Liu. Fei Fei Ma. Anthony Kenechukwu Makmadu. Yao Meng. Falama Musa Nathan. Aderonke Evelyn Ogundona. Raja Hassan Raza. Jing Jing Shen. Lee Hong Seo. Shao Duzi. Yidon Zhu. Zizhuang Zheng. Master of Science degree in Finance and Investment Management, Adeleke Oluwaseun Adelakun. Miao Chen. Paul Chukwudi Chibo. With distinction, David John Coleman. With distinction, Anita Nishan Devaraja. Yunki Gong. Yu Zhao Ne. With distinction and winner of the University Prize, Oluwatosi Obawede. Kwaku Ofori Frimpong. Vera Owusi Benahen. Aviola Olakunle Raji. Mohammed Daniel Said. With distinction, Zihua Zhang. Omolara Akele.
Department of Management, Leadership and Organization, Master of Arts degree in Business and Management. Olajumoke Igbenoba. Sarah Marie Stiggles. Master of Arts degree in Human Resource Management, Patience Olokemi Adoja. Alowa Fumi Layo Akinmoladon. Alowa Mayo wa Akin Shade. Laura Keppel. Alison Chase. Natasha Chawla. With distinction, Simon Chile. Jennifer Clark. Helen Etheridge. Miriam Igu Iwa. Margaret Maria Fernandez. With distinction, Elizabeth Ann Filan. Ashley Griffin. With distinction and winner of University Prize, Sophie Haylock. Gavin Horwitz. Kaloyan Stanimirov Etive. Alice Pamela Janjanin. Onekachi Joy Kalu. Danford Kazinganete. Eleni Keladi. Gillian Amanda Mackenzie. Sarah Jane McMurdy. Jomai Zoika Mamudu. With distinction, Ian Andrew Oliver. Dina Ashwin Patel. With distinction and winner of University Prize, Matthew James Pocock. Bomit Ranai. Alison Mary Rice. Becky Shaddock. Kimberly Melissa Farida Simon. Claire Louise Wilkinson. Postgraduate Diploma in Human Resource Management, Karen O'Brien. Master of Arts degree in Human Resource Management and Employment Relations, Banda Ali Alufi. Master of Science degree in Global Business, Sean Elizabeth Davis. Chirag Rajendra Patel. Master of Science degree in Leadership and Management in Public Services, Francisca Ngozi Ikogubo. Perpetu Kamwendo. Keisha Louise. Janice Susan Naylor. With distinction, Neil Hoster. Master of Science degree in Project Management. With distinction, Adil Khalid Ahmed. With distinction, Siu Chen. Yofi Lee. Natasha Nirari Makwaita Mugabe. With distinction, Daniel Overton. With distinction and winner of the University Prize, Rebecca Jane Smith. Abayomi Adeleke Thomas. With distinction, Selina Yon Tsi. Winner of the University Prize, Uraj Raza Khan. The following award was achieved having followed an approved program of study under the Credit Accumulation and Transfer Scheme. Master of Science degree, John Kirby.
I'm now very pleased to call upon Janice Naylor to address the Assembly on behalf of the graduates.
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm honoured to be here tonight representing the Hertfordshire Business School graduates to share with you our experiences and to say some thank yous. 3 years of study, it's been a long journey, and I would be lying if I said that it's been easy. It most definitely has not been. To be able to achieve such a high standard of education involves a lot of hard work, determination and dedication. I'm sure the graduates who are here tonight would agree with me that there have been many challenges along the way. And at those times, it was really important to be able to draw on the support from the university for guidance and to help us achieve our goals. I found university quite overwhelming to start with. Academic life, in my opinion, is a science of its own and something I had no previous knowledge of. Even taking a library book out was a challenge, and I remember going into the library and leaving without a book for the first 3 attempts. I was very pleased with myself when I finally managed to find the books that I needed and to check them out. It's a great achievement then to earn a master's degree for myself, but I also think that it takes a special university to be able to coach and mentor someone without an academic background to degree level, let alone a master's degree. Thank you. I think that the encouragement that we've received from the staff within the Hertfordshire Business School has been invaluable, and at times when we may have reached an impasse, when perhaps we doubted our abilities, our lecturers were on hand to provide the support and encouragement that we needed. I remember an occasion when I'd reached such an impasse and I spoke to Hans, our programme leader. He gave me advice, but what he also said was, "Janice, it's easy, you can do it." Well, I'm not sure that I would agree that it was easy, but his belief in me gave me the confidence to carry on, and not only did I pass that particular assignment, but I received a high mark. It takes skill, in my opinion, to be able to motivate a student to that level. On behalf of myself and the students of the Hertfordshire Business School, I would like to pass on our thanks to our families, friends and colleagues for the support and encouragement over the past 3 years, and for those of you who have attended tonight to celebrate with us. To my husband Mike for the space that he gave me when I needed it, making himself scarce so that I could study. For his belief in me. One of my favourite sayings is, "I will never be able to do that." His reply was, "You always say that, but you always manage to do whatever it is, and you usually do it very well." To the employers that enabled us to attend this university and for their investment in us, and for the opportunity to develop our leadership skills further. Hans, our programme leader, for his support throughout the course, but especially during the final year. Thank you, Hans. To our lecturers who have supported us, invested their time in us, for their guidance, patience, perseverance and kindness. And especially to Hanny Wells, who has the ability to deliver hundreds of PowerPoint slides, making them interesting and keeping the audience engaged. A skill that should be shared with others, eliminating death by PowerPoint. To Janice Cook, a thank you for your unique sense of humour. You brought coaching and mentoring to life. And to Stephen Shelley and Moira Calvary for their time, patience, acting as supervisors during the final year. For all of those services who mill around in the background, learning resources for the huge selection of academic literature, and in the final years making this available electronically so that we could study from home. To Judy, who organised our rooms and refreshments, and who also helped lost students, me, to find their way to the correct classroom. So what next? We have acquired this knowledge, but it doesn't finish there. I feel like a different person now. I look upon things from a different viewpoint. There is much that we can take into the workplace from the skills that we have acquired. And so the challenge is to take this knowledge and embed this way of working within our organisation to help educate our colleagues and peers and to promote good practice which will benefit other leaders, the organisation and the citizens that we serve. And on that note, I would like to leave you with a quote from Jack Welch, General Motors. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is about growing others. Thank you all for attending tonight and for joining us in this celebration. Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, for receiving the graduates of the Hertfordshire Business School.
Janice, thank you very much for those very kind words. I have to say, you suggested that when you came to university you were somewhat overwhelmed. I've been in universities now for 30 years and I've been overwhelmed for 30 years. I'm always particularly overwhelmed when we do graduations, overwhelmed by the extraordinary stories that I hear, and I only hear snippets as they come, as the graduates come across the stage. But I know there are extraordinary stories behind each one of you and each one of your experiences while you've been here at university and before. I'm not letting you away, though, without a few words of my own. And I want to, in order to say something to you, cast back and think a little bit about the attributes which we as a university community, came together and decided were the appropriate attributes that our graduates should display. Now, these aren't the skills and the knowledge which they essentially have to acquire as a consequence of the degree courses that they do. These are the other attributes, those sort of softer skills that we expect them to have as graduates of the University of Hertfordshire. And there's no doubt that we did, I think, even if it was subconsciously, create these attributes, primarily thinking of those students who are going to graduate for their first occasion, but they apply equally well to those who are doing master's courses and further education at university. The first of the attributes that we chose, and it's not a surprising one, is we expect all our graduates to display social responsibility. Now, of course, you can reduce that down to obeying the law and paying your taxes, which we do expect you to do, but we hope that you go further than that. We hope that you embrace within social responsibility the requirements that you will actually look after your neighbours, take part in community activity, vote in elections, all the sort of things that lead to what I would call good citizenship. The second of the attributes that we decided upon was respect for others. And I think you cannot help, if you're at the University of Hertfordshire, but understand why that is so important for those of us at the University of Hertfordshire. I think we have something like, it's more than 100 countries represented at the university here. So many different religions, so many different nationalities, different colours, a huge rainbow and a cosmopolitan environment that we have at the university. And respecting each other and each other's backgrounds and so on is hugely important to us. I suspect that in September I may well be becoming an ethnic minority myself when the Scottish Parliament has its election. And as I walked along the street as you come in, I noticed the Scottish flag there, and I was wondering if my colleagues would force me to take it down if Scotland leaves the Union. I don't know about that. The third set of attributes that we considered were, I think, attributes which are deeply important to this university, and they are those of professionalism. And they're important to this university because we believe that we are a business-facing university. We want all our graduates to be employable. We want to engage with businesses. We want those who graduate from this university to have practical experience and to be ready for the workplace. So that professionalism is important to us. We also, as an attribute, we want you to have learning skills and research skills. And it was interesting, I heard you suggest that Hanny had many PowerPoints. I've only got one. It's the crest of the university. But you can see on the crest, I hope, that the logo that we have on the crest says, "Seek knowledge throughout life." And really, you must do that. You must do it because what you learn today will be out of date with the sort of communication systems that we have now. It will be out of date so quickly that if you don't keep up learning and learn again and again throughout life, you will fall behind. And I'm so pleased when our postgraduates come across the stage because, of course, they are a living example of that learning throughout life. With regard to the research skills, I hope those of you who have graduated today have had an opportunity to develop research skills because they develop your critical thinking. And I truly believe that critical thinking helps you when you go into the workplace to solve problems. And that's one thing that your employers are definitely going to want you to do. The last of the attributes which we considered as a university for our graduates related to what I call intellectual flexibility. And by that, what we mean is that those of you who are doing business subjects also take an interest, perhaps in mathematics, perhaps in physics, perhaps in music, doesn't really matter what, but we hope that you lift your eyes above the horizons of the subject that you've been learning. And we hope you do that for several reasons. I mean, it's deeply important, of course, that you will have a view on things like global warming, on things like world poverty, those sort of major issues. But I think over and above that, it's simply important because it will make you have much happier lives if you have interests in other activities than simply your own work. So those are the graduate attributes that we came up with for the University of Hertfordshire. I hope that you're able to, as now graduates of this graduates perhaps for a second time of this university, I hope you're able to embrace these attributes, and I'm 100% sure that if you do, we will be enormously proud of you. I want to finish, though, by addressing two different groups in the audience. The first group, those sitting immediately in front of me, your loved ones, your friends, your families, those who have given you support during your time at this university, and I'm sure support in the time leading up to that period. I am certain that your journey through this university would not, and in a sense, Janice confirmed that for me, but I'm sure that your journey through this university would have been much more difficult if it had not been for the support of all those people sitting in front of me. And I wonder if you would like to join with me in thanking them once again for that support. Janice has already mentioned my colleagues, and I'm deeply proud of them, but I'm not going to dwell on them. I'm now going to finish, though, just by congratulating one more time all of you who have graduated today. It's a fabulous achievement, and I wish you all extraordinary success in whatever you choose to do in your careers from now on. Well done, everybody. Thank you. Now, if you'd like to be upstanding, the stage party will depart. I'm hoping we'll get some music before we start.